Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another fun episode of Effect House Live. How are you guys doing today? I am so excited that you guys are here. I see Rizda is waiting in the chat. I see Atman. I see Joshua19. Welcome, guys. With me, I have my wonderful friend and super talented technical community manager, Chinyu.
Hi, everybody. I'm Chinyu here.
How are you doing today, guys? I have a poll going up right now. Today, we're going to learn how you can learn the basic logics of the color match game that went virally popular on TikTok. So, accordingly, our poll today is what is your favorite color? I have red, green, blue, purple, but it's a whole spectrum. There's so many colors. I couldn't put it in four options, but I want to know what your favorite is. Personally, as you know, I'm a girly girl. I'm a Barbie girl. So my favorite color is pink, but blue and purple is winning at the moment. Maybe you guys are preferring the cool tone. But Chinyu, what's your favorite?
My favorite, I would say, I have a diverse palette. Probably
Favorite?
blue, actually.
Ooh, okay. I'm wearing rocking a blue outfit today. Chinyu, does that make me?
Guess this is blue or green.
Be popular. So Carol, who is operating the stream, can we go to my screen share page, please? Ah, my phone screen share, please. Thank you. I see Reem is saying, hey, Sasha is also saying, hello. How are you guys? So nice to see you. Joshua19 is saying, I'm doing great today, except that I need to learn way too much for school. Oh no. Did school start? Joshua19 says, where's yellow? Hopefully, we won't be color blinded by seeing this effect. Oh. So to explain what game this is, there is a. I'm going to show you on camera. This is what it looks like. The screen share will come up any second, but you have to basically detect a color that is slightly off and tap on it. And see, if you tap on the screen, it changes. Whoa, this is brilliant.
Yeah,
And
like
it is created by this creator named Dim Sir. I'll put their name on the chat so you guys can go follow him and go see his wonderful effects. Just a preface, we're teaching. I have received so many questions about this effect, so we are teaching the basic logic of the visual scripting behind this. But please do not copy his exact effect. We want to show off and teach people for educational purposes how you can use visual scripting logic to create awesome games like this. Because if you can go to my computer screen share, we have so many active challenges going on. We have the Effect House Creator SSA challenge. So this is for our all of our creators who are joining from our SSA region. You can see that they are looking for gaming effects, and you get a chance to win up to $25,000 for your amazing game effects. So I am super excited. Hi, Julie Gaming. So nice to see you. How are you? Shinyu, I had a question. If you could build any game, what game would you build? Like I've been trying to like all of these amazing physics games that's live on right now and so viral. I've Okay, guys, I will be right back. Don't worry, we're gonna be back soon. Give me 1 second. I'm just having some internet issues. We'll be back real soon. Hi, guys, we are back. What
Yeah.
an eventful Friday. I can't believe that it's Friday already. It's been the week has gone by so quickly because we have some special events that are brewing, and you can get a hint of what's happening in our active challenge pages. Have you guys been to our active challenge pages? If you go to this page, you get to see all of our currently active challenges and our previous challenges and missions. As you can see, we just wrapped up our Minecraft Live challenge and our Halloween challenges. So go check that out. Today on I have some new news. We have a exploding kittens challenge. This one is inspired by our the viral board game that's called Exploding Kittens. I'm wondering if any of you guys have played this game before. If you have, please let me know in the comments and tell me what your favorite card is. But this is the Exploding Kittens game. We have sponsored with them, and we might have some special live episodes coming related to this challenge. So keep an eye, and we might have a really, really special guest that I'm so excited to share. So keep an eye. Next up, this is why I've been so busy this year. You can see from the banner that it is expensive, it is organized, and we put a lot of effort into this challenge, but it is for our open house event. And we're looking for people to show us your achievements and your wonderful growth, all of the icons that have used your effect. So you can go here and check it out. Next up, we have our Effect House Creator SSA Challenge. So, this is for creators in the SSA region, and we want games inspired by African culture and traditions. That is why we are teaching you guys an amazing visual scripting game logic today. This has been a highly requested episode by the viewers. So, we are going to teach you guys how to use visual scripting to create fun interactive games. And you guys can take the learnings from today and create your own wonderful effects that you can submit to this challenge. So, here's a little announcement. Hi, Amir. Welcome to the chat. Hi, Graham. Hi, Haley Catpause. So nice to see you guys. Okay, let's go back to my phone screen share where we can try this effect out together. Chinyu, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling amazing, and I
You're
have a lot to share after.
uh-huh. Chinyu is so knowledgeable, and she was trying to she was teaching me like how some videos and she's always a very good teacher. So I
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm always inspired. Oh, hi Sasha. Hi Walsh Dog. Yes. If you guys just saw the screen transition, that is our from our previous live with Dominic. He is our wonderful designer and also an expert b-boy dancer, and he you can just see him doing like amazing head spins and cartwheels. So if you haven't checked out that stream, go back and check it out because he's amazing, and he explained the how you can create a 3D sculpting pumpkin, and that was a really fun live. And people say he has a really good voice and that he should start his own podcast slash ebook. After that live, I actually talked to Dominic and I was like, hey, did you see all of the comments from the live? They said you should start it. And he's like, yeah, I've been known to get those kind of comments. I know my voice is good. He didn't say it like that. I am rephrasing, but he knows his voice is good. And Effect House audiobook, highly requested by our viewers. It has to come, you know, he just has too good of a voice. But here, without further ado, this is the color game effect by this amazing creator called Dim Sir. I'm gonna put his name in the comments right now so you guys can all go and follow him. He's very, very popular. And he has amazing gaming logic. So we're gonna try the color guess effect, but afterwards we'll go and check out his other games as well. So with this one, all you have to do is look and ooh, this one. Let's see if you guys can break my height. Ah! No, no, no. That was totally a mistake. I guarantee you that I have good eyesight. It was just that my eye hand eye coordination is not that good. So I totally knew it. I am going to redeem myself. I'm going to try again. After this live, I'm gonna make Chinyu do this game, post it to see if she can beat my score.
Oh no.
This also another key. Wait, I'm not supposed. I don't know if I'm supposed to tell you guys the hack when I'm competing with you guys, but if you kind of like squint, I don't know why that's my hack for everything, but if you squint, you can kind of see. Oh no, this is hard. Oh my gosh, which colors are different? Oh, oh, that was hard. I'm focused.
It was
No,
hard.
but is there even difference? People, I'm gonna open Photoshop right now and take this color and take this color and show you guys that this is the same color because it looks exactly same. But Dimster is way too cool and awesome for making this video. It is highly viral on TikTok. It has almost 5 million views, videos with it. So if you haven't already, go check it out. But let's go check out some of his other effects. I really like this one, the Mona Lisa puzzle 3x3, where you have
Oh,
to like, move to make the Mona Lisa puzzle. I'm terrible with puzzle games though. And this one, which has a very similar concept called Color Slide, I feel like this creator is super, super technical. Oh, you see here, Journey Home, which is also known as King of TikTok Games. You already know that he's going to beat all of this game. So I'm going to scroll past and maybe try to find the section. Whoa.
I tried this one. It's super difficult.
You tried this one? Did you
Yeah,
post a video about it? Can I find your video?
I didn't because it's so bad. I'm gonna keep it for the good one.
You're gonna wait until you solve the problem. This is really hard. I don't think I'll be able to solve it. But this one, match game effect. This creator's just an amazing expert creator. Oh my gosh. Maybe we have to host him on the live and ask him to. Oh, you have to turn your camera so you can blink. I think you have to blink. Oh, that's the same color as the arrow? I think so. But this is super cool. So definitely check out this creator. His name is Dim Sir. Yeah, but Chinyu, tell us the gaming logic behind this? How is this game made, and what are you going to teach us today?
Yeah, sure. Let me get started. But before I jump in, actually, a quick heads up for the YouTube people. If
Mm-hmm.
you click into this live streaming, because the cover image, there's one woman in that cover image that the model
You're,
looks like. That's
you're
not
so funny.
me. That's not me. But the real human being here will give you some real tips how to make such a similar quiz game. Hopefully, if you stick around, I guarantee you will learn something from this live streaming. But if you join later, I think we will share other learning resources and outlines later through our website. So you can also check out the link that I think we share in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Let me get started. And so today, I think I gotta go through this quiz game from a really beginner point of view. Let's say I'm not a game developer. I just a designer, want to use visual scripting and make an interactive game. How you can do that and how you can approach it, and also as you may notice that like we have so many puzzle games on TikTok, and actually it has a similar logic and similar module that every puzzle games has. Like usually it has a timer that you have to answer the question within the time string, right? So it like 10 seconds, find the right answer. And also we have a scoreboard that usually like popping up, showing that you win or lose, and also the options you need to, the question and the answers you need to select from. So those are the fundamental modules that usually you will see from a game effects. So today I'm gonna just show you how to you set up those modules and set up the logic, and you have round one, round two, round three, and then what's a win situation, what's a lose situation. Um, Actually, I'm not guaranteeing that the way I'm
You
showing
have
in terms of visual script.
round one, round two, round three.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. So
have you guys been hearing the cat on the background?
is that
He's
me?
like
I'm a
meowing,
cat.
meowing, meowing.
Meow. So you hear me okay, right?
I wonder what he's investigating for. I love MA3D's designer because every time a cat appears on the stream, he's always putting a cat emoji or a cat alert. So if you guys also see a cat, put a cat emoji. This could be our stream thing. Hi, Salman. Welcome. Hello, guys. Love from Pakistan. Thanks for joining the live today. How are you guys doing? Speaking of the color guess challenge, is there any other like gaming effects that you guys have been enjoying and want us to cover? I would definitely love to hear like what games you guys have been enjoying and what you guys want covered on the live. Personally, I've been really enjoying the game effect called, I have it saved. Oh, this one. It's called what is it called? Where is it US? And when you start it, you have to tap to start. It gives you a name of a location, and you have to use your head to move it. And at the end, it shows you how close you are to the destination. So let me go over here. Let's see. Denver. Ooh, Ooh, I know where Denver is. I moved my pin, but it wasn't close enough, so my answers are way off. But the end goal of this game is to try to create get the number as close to it together. It's kind of like that viral game GeoGuessr. And I remember I am terrible at GeoGuessr, but I see a lot of people on TikTokers whose main job it is to play GeoGuessr and get to the closest. And I have so much respect, and I actually love that kind of content. So I see them a lot on my For You page. Oh, okay. She knew. Um, Haley Kappa says, "Oh my gosh, I thought that was someone else talking at first." I agree. My cats can be very persuasive. Salmon says, "I want to make a 2D game, but need proper guide." Ooh, okay. And how to be unique from other effect creators. This is a really good point that you come up with, Salmon. Tell me like what kind of 2D game you want to create, like maze or interactive, and we'll definitely love to teach you. And I think this is really important what Salmon said, building a unique design or visual element so you stand out from the other creators. And we can definitely share some tips. Okay. But let's go back to what Chinyu was saying.
Okay, so I think so I set up a project and I will show you the basic elements and how to set it up. So imagine you're cooking and you need to think about the procedure, right? So for this game, let's just record what we did a couple of minutes ago. Like basically, to run this game, you need to first select the image that you think that the color is different from the other image, right? So after you select, you may notice the timer start to counting. By timer, I mean the progress bar on the very top, which is a circle, is start to changing. And then you will see after every time you select the correct answer, it will show you the score get add up 1 points. And then um, if you select the wrong answer, there is no second chance. You lose entirely. So
No second
basically,
chances.
yeah, no second chances. You have to really waving what option you're gonna go for. So I set up a few sys using text object. You can find the text object in our add object. Go to 3D category. Here is a text object you can use. So you can simply set it up and move it around as you like. So since it's a really quick demo, I won't give you any like really fancy UIs here, but I will show you the bare minimum like logic, and you can change it using your own UIs and assets. So this is our timer. You may say like, let me just show you how it quickly runs. So you may notice that I put 4 image here. I don't even change the color. Actually, you can change the color. You know what? Let me just change everything, and I will just create it from the beginning. So
You're
you will
creating
go.
from scratch? Ooh.
Yeah. So let's.
The color match, because then we will be ripping off Dimser's idea, but you can use this logic to create other kinds of games like find Waldo or like find what's
Yeah.
different. So
Exactly.
use this logic, but don't copy the effect. But we want to teach you how you can create an effect like this one.
Yes, and also like you may notice like a lot of effects like on TikTok has a like kind of array of image showing the options. It could be the puzzles that you need to solve, and you need to lay out it as a 3 by 3 kind of arrays. So how you create such kind of layout? You basically you can use uh, spring image, which you can find by adding object, 2D, and screen image. And after you adding the image, you will see there is a big image popping up the screen. And you can adjust the size and move it around to the position you need it, um, like this. And also you can duplicate it, multiply it. Let's say I want it to be smaller, very small. And then I let me disable the previous one. And oops, what happened? Always. Okay, so let's duplicate this one, duplicate this one, duplicate this one. And then Small tips here that is really handy, uh, that if you group all of this image by a 2D thing object. So by doing that, if you loop it under this 2D scene object, when you disable it, the entire image area will disappear. And also you can using this like 2D scene object as a parent object. And you can basically, we have certain scenes that are really useful called cycle children visibility on tap, which means let's say we right now have four image, right, looped under this 2D thing object. If you tap, it will loop it by the hierarchy you set up here. So it's a very handy way to set up image array. I kind of highly recommend everybody to do that to organize your objects. Let me delete it and let's go back to the game here. And also I will disable it for now, but you may notice that I basically using this, I set up several different uh, groups. So this is round one, and this is round two, and also using different color indicating the correct answer. And then this is round three, and this is round four. I think oh yeah, I will set up the round for later, but this is like basically how different rounds set it up in the hierarchy panel. And also we got a timer and got the scoreboard. So this is everything we need. Not everything actually, the main part. The last part is a UI that indicating you lose. You may notice that I actually like set it up really roughly. And so basically, after you click the wrong answer, this UI will pop up. Yeah, so this is like almost everything we need here. Let's disable all the stuff here. And also to recall how this game runs, like basically you say like before I click on anything, like even though I click on the screen, it doesn't work, it doesn't initiate the game, but immediately I click on the wrong image, it shows you lose, right? And let's say if I click on choose the correct answer, the timer start to work, and I have to select the correct answer within the time. Otherwise, it will show you lose. And so I show you like if I find the correct answer within the time, and then it will jump you to the next round. And similarly, if I didn't select the correct answer within 10 seconds, you will lose, and the lose UI will pop up. So this is how this simple prototype looks like. And how the logic set it up. Okay, so if you are not a really like a video scripting master, no worry about it. I will just show you pretty straightforward way to set it up. So first, like everything is listed out here. The first run, I disable all the second run and third run objects. And so what you need to do here is you need to detect whether the user is select one of this image, right? So the nodes I'm using here is actually the screen image tab, which is a really handy image, like nodes that you can use with 2D image. Also a heads up, like as notes here, if you are using 3D image, you won't be able to use this node. There is other way to do that. I will not deep dive into this part, but if you are using 2D image, you can use this node to detect whether this image got tapped on or not. So basically, you can see here, um, I'm setting up a subgraph. Let me actually ungroup the subgraph here. So this is how this looks like. A little bit messy, right? So actually every logic is pretty straightforward and the same. You need to detect which image got tapped, and also determine whether it's correct or not. And if it is a correct answer, you need to set up a variable called is game playing and tell the computer yes, and which is this Boolean variable we set up here in our variable panels. Um, you can see here that we set up is game playing, and the type of this variable is Boolean, and the default value is false, which means the game is not playing. And you recall that keyword we set up is like you have to play the game like after people click on the image, right? So what we do here is after the image tapped, and since the correct answer is this screen image 3 here, as we set it up, so the image 3 has a red color. So we set this game as play. And how does that get used? After this get played, it will trigger one thing, which is a timer start to calculating. So here there is a logic for the timer. The logic timer basically is using this particular variable, and it will keep checking if this game is playing. Keep checking. The computer is like waiting for a command. So immediately when you click on the image, and which is also correct, it will start to set up the time. And here is a very handy note that you can use for set up a timer. I'm using wait for a second, and also like the counter, which is like every second you will add one, add number one to the time here. I'm also using one of the variable called use time. The type of the variable is number, and the default value is 0 to like set up the timer here. And after the timer get calculated, it will set up the text, which is this object here. What you can do, you can simply click on this little dot here of this text component and set the text. So yeah, so this is how you set up the timer. The key is you need to make sure the timer start after the image clicked. So this is our first round, and let me also enlarge it a little bit so that you can see clearly how this look like. Okay, let me show you guys. So after, remember how the game proceed. After you click on the correct answer, it will disable the first raw image and enable the next raw image, right? So how we do that is actually very straightforward. Is you simply set visibility of this object here, 2D scene object here, and then set visibility on by false. And then if you are like also link it to another set visibility and turn on the next round image. So this is how this you switch different round. Like everything is straightforward, no like really complicated math here. Something actually I want to put it out, explain it a little bit here, is this part is the game logic. Like after you select the correct answer, what will happen? So first we will deduct one from the timer, which means you win additional 1 second to your game. And also we will add one score to a score number. So we actually set up two variable here, one for score, which is a number, and one for time, which is number as well. And after we select the correct answer, we have a one variable just detect whether you select it or not. We just set it as true, which means you select the correct answer, and then we minus one to the time, and also update the time variable here. And we also add one to the score and also update the score number here. And then you set up the text of the scoreboard. So let's restart the game. Click on it. You see the time start to add up, and then the score start to add up. And similarly, okay, so this is kind of the logic of if you select the correct answer. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and feel free to drop in the chat, and Celine can help me to read out the question if we got any. Um, cool.
Yes, sounds good. If there's any questions, I'll interrupt you and ask the questions. So if you have any confusing parts about any of this, please leave it in the chat.
Cool. And also, let me quickly summarize. So the logic is, if you want to win the game, you have to do two things. First, you need to select the correct image. The second is you have to do that within the time frame, within the time we set it up. So here is a logic that checking the time, and here is a logic that checking the image. And by checking the time, it has the preset called gameplay. It has to be the checking start after you type on any image that show up on the screen. By checking the correct image, we're using the screen image tab here, and you can simply set up which image is a correct answer by doing this. And okay, so this is like the pretty basic module for round one. Okay, let's also, I want to show you, let's say if you lose the first round, what will happen? You will see that lose UI, right? So basically, what we do here is after you screen tab the wrong image, let's say screen image 2 is a wrong image here, it will pop up the you lose UI. And we're going to reuse this subgraph again to save some efforts to set up the nodes here. And you may notice that actually the logic is pretty straightforward as well, that we're using set visibility node that we show up the UI, and we also show up the score. And there's one thing pretty important is you need to set its game playing to force. Why you need to do that? Because you need to stop the timer, which means, let me show here. Let's say if I click onto any of the image here, which is wrong image, the timer stop, and it shows you lose. So this is the reason that you need to reset this is game playing boolean to force here, so that back to the main graph, this timer logic here will keep track and stop updating their timer tasks. Okay, this is the first round, and you probably already.
Ooh. Chinyu,
How you feel, Celine? Uh-huh.
We have a question from the TikTok live side. Saint
Oh.
Circle is asking, what is the maximum number of options we can add? I just want to make sure the effect
Ooh.
passes the frame rate test.
From what I noticed, that 50 round is fine. The game that on the currently on TikTok, it has so many rounds. I don't know how many rounds it actually has because I never passed that game. I always like I stopped like a 40,
No
like
skill, Chinyu, no skill.
yeah, I don't know. I studied design, but I'm so bad at this game. I'm so ashamed of myself.
After this live, we're gonna make Chinyu try this effect, and she's gonna post a video. You guys all go check out her skills.
Also on that note, that let's say, because what I'm showing here is a pretty um straightforward hard-coded way. There are some way that you can save the object numbers here. So let's say, because you may notice that if we have the same layout, like you go 2 by 2 all the time every round. What you can do is you can use the texture. uh yes, you can set the texture here. Set texture, you can use this node, and you can use make array, and you can simply add all the texture here, because we allow, let me enlarge the screen a little bit. So you can use texture 2D, and you can just input all the color here that you need, and you just swap the texture of the image on that position by every lot, like every round. So it can save a lot of screen image that needed from this game. And also, since only one correct answer will need a different image, different color image. So basically, imagine every round you just need two texture, correct texture, wrong texture, and also our image placeholder. And that's it. You don't need duplicate every single image here. What I'm showing here is a pretty hacky way, because like it saves some time. I just want to show you guys the logic here. But you can totally replace all the image logic here by this kind of texture replacement. Does that make sense? Cool. Okay, so this is think here, this is actually a little bit messy, but I create this subgraph here. And
Mm.
this subgraph is using the same logic as
That's a
above.
massive subgraph. I love it.
And actually, a different way to, I actually, there is a tips to simplify it. So instead of using this kind of raw image, raw image, raw image,
Mm-hmm.
you simply input the array. So array is always a good way to storage your data and make it clean and save some computational power.
Oh, a wrong image array.
Yes. And also, because let's say if you're using the texture here,
Mm-hmm.
then um you don't even need all the image input. You just need to set up which texture is a wrong texture. And also, I think you can just compare. You can use this get component by type, and you get the image type, and then you can get the texture image info from the image you get, and you can know which texture right now is on that image. So you can determine whether the image you type on is the wrong image or not. So this also a way to simplify it a little bit. Because today I'm gonna just show you guys a pretty hardcore way, also straightforward, to crack down the logic here. So I won't show you the specific detail, but these are the two nodes that you can use together to get the image texture, like which image you tap on. So let me just show you pretty quickly, actually. So if I have the image here, oh, this is the image component. So let's say, I think simply need to drag this image to the screen here, input it to get component by type, and we'll get image info here. Let's have a look at, oh yeah, you cannot do that. Uh, so where, yeah, and you can see the image color. Let's say, remember the correct image is red, right? So let's connect it to here. Which is the correct answer? I forgot. Oh, image three. So image three is the correct image for the round one. So if I'm using this way, and you can see the data, the color of it is red. And you can simply set up this kind of logic saying, if, let's say, if and equal. And I think you can compare. Yeah, if this color is equal to whatever the color you set it up. Actually, I forgot the value here. Yeah, so you get the logic here. If you compare, you set up set up the value of the color, which is a correct answer, and if it is true, and then is correct. So you can simply replace the logic that I set up here by uh, this kind of logic here. Yeah, so this is a little bit advanced tips, but the straightforward way is still since you only have this many image on one screen, and you can do this hard code way. As long as it passes a performance test, you're good. And as you say, like actually similarly in this subgraph, it has the same logic as we show. And also, what you need to do is just need to simply drag all the image here and input it into this slot. Just a note here. In order to use screen image tag, this image, you cannot do this sense. You cannot say like I drag the screen image and link it to here. You will notice that the light become red, which means the data value here is not allowed by this slot. What you can do instead is you need to go click on the screen image and get get this image component and then input it into the oh wrong stuff and then input it to the screen image. Okay, so this is their logic setup. And you may notice that in the very end of the subgraph, you have two options, whether you want add and this round or end this game, right? And this round means that you answer the question within 10 seconds and also correct. And then we just need to remember to reset is correct this value back to force so that the timer will do the proper works. So, and yeah, so this pretty much like this, and you will get a game that have you can endlessly adding the round, setting up the layout as you want, and it will pretty much look like this. Cool, that's pretty much like that. And this this
Chinyu, do you want to think of another hack that I thought of? So instead of having two images, one right image and one wrong image, you can just have only one image for the right and wrong.
Oh, I know what you mean here. Like a little the game like a really retro game, Windows Sweeper, that there is like TNT or surrounded on the screen, and you don't know which the. Yeah, it's true. I think you can definitely do that. You can just say, you just need to make sure that you define the logic clearly, which image you want to set is correct as the force value, which means this is wrong image. And if it is correct, then you just need to go ahead and set up the condition value here is force and correct. Yeah, I think there is multiple way to use this kind of logic, set it up, and you can also. I think one thing that I want to show pretty quickly here is let's go to our template. Is this one?
I was thinking if you are using, let's say, the color match game, you don't have to have two different images because you can just have one circle and then use the color value of the screen image
Oh
to
yes,
adjust the color.
yes, exactly. You can do that, and it's actually pretty straightforward. Like you can just simply change it, right? And you can I think you can also dynamically in the real time to set up the color. So it don't necessarily to be use preset. It could be randomized. Let's
Mm-hmm.
say, like we can use a random node here, and then we can set the color. Like every time, every round started, you get a random color for the image, so you will never know um, what's the next round is. But this might be a little tricky, because a random sometimes it's hard to compare. Or I would suggest like you set up a preset called, okay, this template might not be a good canvas to explain it, but you can make a color array, which is you can set up the container as array, and you can use color. So you can say, I want this, I want that. Like you just need to define which is correct answer, which is the correct color, which is the wrong color. Like something like that. And you can just using all this color you set up and input it to the texture. Yeah, something like this. And any questions so far? I can share some extra tips.
Yeah.
And
Um, Saint Circle from the TikTok live says, what if we use a texture sequence instead of like importing them as one image, right and wrong? Do you think that would work?
texture sequence for the options or texture sequence for, I think you can use texture sequence. Yes. Let me think about it. I think technically it's gonna be a little bit tricky because texture sequence means you still need to use image, but what you input here is a texture sequence. So it will be same logic, but you just need to control uh, how you play the texture. So you need to make sure that uh, to define clearly which phrase got played at which round. And yeah, this might be a little visual scripting is there was no absolutely correct answer. It's always so many way to approach it.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes I feel like doing this visual scripting is doing a puzzle game, you know,
Mm.
like millions of way to one game that looks similar, but if you open everybody's video scripting panel, all look different. And
Yeah.
I have to say, like even our template, like as you may notice that as our tool evolved, like you may see like the same similar effect, the hat tailed quiz,
Hmm.
which made by our engineer August. It has so many different way to do that. I think recently we are having one interaction called hat tailed something like, oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
we
we've
are,
added so many more new interactions and
yeah.
graphs to the asset library. If you haven't already, go check it out because it's really awesome. And there's a lot of like subgraphs that you can use on your own projects there.
True, and also since we are talking about the subgraph, and also since I also bring up this template here, there's one thing I want to show you, which is pretty handy. Is like there are so many subgraph we can use in terms of how to create a UI. So let's say I have an image here. I'm gonna still use the image. And if you click on the image and go to the inspector panel and jump to
Jump
the
to
add
the
interaction,
interaction.
uh, you may notice that we have the option that called screen touch, and you can select image fades in on tab or image fades out on tab. What it will do is, you see that it has a gradual changes transition that could be really super helpful for your game design. Add a little bit kind of polishment to the UI can actually really increase your user experience of the game, and also people would love that. Even though like the logically like how you play the game is same, but if you design the asset differently, it might still feel different when people use your effect. It can definitely help with your video post here. uh, this is one useful tip that you can polish your UI. And also something I want to show you is the progress bar uh, that you can find out like in order if you want to learn more how to create a progress bar like that, just go check out our like template slash match, and it has a logic for the progress bar here. And when you will see that how the animation of this cross progress bar got moving. So it essentially it's an animation texture player, and you just need to control the play time frame using the node I just showed you, the animation texture player. Yeah, so this is what I want to show you today, and hope you enjoy it. And Celine, do you have any questions, or anybody else has a questions?
Nope, I think you answered them. But thank you so much, guys, for joining our live. I want to report back the final results of the poll. Your favorite color had 38 votes, and red is winning with almost 40%.
Wow.
Purple is last with 16%. Then number three is blue. I can't believe it because Team Blue was winning at the start. Team Blue and Purple were winning, but we ended up in the order of red, green, blue, purple. So Team Red won, you guys. Good job. As as to because you guys won, I am going to change the background of my live, and next time I'll come up with a red background. Remind me if I forgot, but thank you so much for joining, you guys, and I hope you guys have a amazing rest of the day. Oh my gosh, while we were on this live, we reached 500K subscribers on TikTok.
Wow, wow. 500K. Wow.
500K. Thank you guys for
Thank
attending this
you.
live and following. I am so
Give us a
excited.
thumbs up.
Shinyu,
If
you
you
were
like
with
it.
me on this historic, amazing moment where we reached 500,000 followers. Wow, that's magical.
You know what? I also noticed our YouTube also reached 20K.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
guys. I'm so
Thank you
excited.
for
Thank you, everyone who's here on the live right now. You guys are with us in this historic moment. Thank you, Victoria. Thank you, Haley Kapaz. Thank you, MA3 Designer, Mike Blackhat. On the TikTok live side, I see Sane Circle. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I see Rohe. So thank you guys for being here. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Happy Friday.